Hey everyone, this is a trader investor. Happy Monday, happy trading day. In this video, I want to show you how to turn a quick gains on SPY on the gap up play that could give you $500, $1,000, $1,500 in just a short 45 minutes. It depends on how many contracts you have, but on 10 contracts, a quick $500 and you can be done trading for the day. So let me show you what I mean by this. So last week we closed at an all-time high, little north of 400. And so I have the weekly and the daily highs and lows drawn on my chart. What you see here are those lines, and further down is the weekly. The weekly and the daily highs from last week were the same value, so that's where you see the lines here. The close and the open are the same, the close and the highs are the same, but the weekly lows are slightly different because the Friday low was much higher than the weekly low. So that's where I started, and my strategies which I shared last week is on a gap up. I want to see the next 5 minutes close above the highs of the first 5 minutes. If that doesn't happen, I will wait for a retest of the previous week's high, previous day's high, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. It was a very strong move. So what I looked for is I looked for a flag formation, here. Here was a flag formation, and I took advantage of that flag formation. And I entered right around 6:50 at the break of that high, around 6:50 a.m. Pacific time. That's for me 20 minutes after markets open. And then I saw price moving very, very slowly. My exit target one is $1 from where I entered. That took place, around 7:15ish. Didn't go to that high, but however, for me, I already made those $500 on the 10 contracts, $50 per contract. That's price was moving too slow for me. As a result, I just exited everything. Normally, if price had moved as quickly as I wanted it, if I had seen these here, what I would have done is I would have only exited 50% of my position here, only 50% here, and then I would ride out the rest. I would ride out the rest for another dollar move in the SPY on 10 contracts. That's a lot of movement. That's $500 on 10 contracts. So if you do 20, 30, 40 contracts, you can see how it can easily add up. So it's not about the slow uptick of the SPY. It's just taking advantage of options to make these plays and easily capture those gains and be done for the day, right? So I am happy with my 10 contracts. There was a big gap up, so that's why I took just only 10 contracts. I didn't want to do my normal full load. I just took a small one because I saw this was a big gap day, So there was very possibility that when you have something like this, markets could come down to retest to continue. So I wanted to add some more here in this zone. If there was a possibility, I would have added more in this zone, but that didn't happen. So I just took 10 contracts, just rode it up, got out here. I'm happy with my exit. As you can see, price is grinding up slowly, but it's also stalling. There's not a whole lot of action there. So it could be right around lunchtime, we could see some weakness and the market could start to reverse back down. That's a possibility, right? So we could start seeing something like this. For me, I'm not trying to enter on the put side. We have a very, very strong market. I don't see any break of structure. But if we get another opportunity, monitoring it every hour or every half hour for a couple of minutes, if we get another opportunity, I'll load up some more. But for now, I saw a break of the 5-minute flag. I entered. A few minutes later, I exited for a nice gain, and that ended my trading day. And I'm excited because I can get to do other stuff now. I don't have to focus on this anymore. But every half hour, I'll come back and take a look at this and see if there are any additional opportunities to take advantage of. So this is how I'm looking at entries. This is how I'm looking at exits using my strategy. And I will post up the strategy that I shared last week. I will have it up here for you to take a look at. Happy trading week, and I will see you next time.